We now look at the performance of Nairobi's hotel industry. My colleague Loise Wachira caught up with Reto Wittwer, President and CEO of Kempinski Group, on the prevalent opportunities in the region.
Plenty of opportunities, yeah. You still have, of course, some places are a little bit more saturated than others, like in the lodge business, you cannot just continue building lodges, otherwise the Mara will be destroyed, or Amboseli and places of interest. But I think, generally speaking, Africa is a virgin ground still for hospitality. You have for the size of the country, or for the size of this city, to take just Nairobi as an example, you have very, very few hotels if you compare it to cities like Singapore, where you have almost the same amount of hotels like in New York, which is 5 times bigger. So you have a disproportion of beds available.
In terms of management of such a luxury hotel, what role will Kempinski play?
Well, we bring know-how, we bring training, we bring brand, and our brand attracts clients at a certain price level. If you are in the mid-range hospitality, then your brand attracts a certain clientele and attracts a certain pricing. We believe wherever we operate, we have to contribute to the well-being of the community. You associate luxury hotels for what we are, which is our business, with almost common ownership by the local population.
In your opinion, what challenges do you think are eminent in the hotel industry in the East African region?
When people invest in places, there is a risk assessment. Usually high risk, high returns. But high risk means also you can lose everything. And people look for certain political, economical, currency stability, no high inflation, because they, especially if they're foreign investors, they want to be sure that they can eventually get their money back. I mean, you don't invest without a return. So I think environmental issues are looked at more and more. Of course, political stability is very important. If you have hyperinflation like you had in Zimbabwe at one point, where you have 1,000% thing and you need millions for paying a piece of bread. And all these are elements that are not necessarily inducing for investors, unless they're cowboys and want to make a quick return. But usually these are not necessarily the people that you can build a industrial or economical base upon.
Where else has Kempinski invested in this African region and Africa in general?
We are already in Djibouti, we're in Chad, we're now in Nairobi, we're looking very seriously in Dar es Salaam. We're looking at Southern Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Southern Africa. We are in Angola building, in Luanda, the capital. We're looking very aggressively in West Africa, Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, and we have 2 hotels in Nigeria under construction, in Lagos and in Abuja. So and most likely we just convinced a owner with whom we have 2 properties in Europe to invest in the Central African Republic, which also doesn't have really hotels. So from all places, it's that if you go, we come. Our brand attracts a certain degree of confidence and also loyal following. But we would like to be present in countries that have a tremendous upside potential, or in stable countries that have already a relatively established place, which is like in Nairobi.